Hi everyone, welcome back to The Edit by Engage Creative. I am so excited to sit here with Anna from A&Bé and A&Bé. How are you?
I'm doing really good. It's been a fun market.
It has been.
Yes.
Okay, so we really need to wind it back because I feel like we really got excited in the conversation and then we were like, we need to hit record. So tell me a little bit about yourself. I feel like you are such a trailblazer in the industry. You've been around for ages.
Ages,
yes. But that's a good thing because you are a trailblazer. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Rewind, go from the start.
Oh, how far back are we going?
All the way.
All the way. So I think many people in this industry, did not anticipate ending up in bridal.
Yes.
I was originally going to be a doctor.
Were you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I went to med school for 6 weeks.
Okay.
Dropped out.
Yep.
And then had no idea what to do with my life.
Yep.
Ended up at a branding and marketing agency.
No way.
While there, I got married.
Yep.
And did not love the wedding dress shopping experience.
Yeah, of course.
And this was 20 plus years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it could be done better.
Yeah.
So in 2006, I opened A&Bé in Denver. Had no visions of anything beyond one store. Mm-hmm. Opened A&Bé. The whole premise behind it was great design and a great experience.
Yeah.
You then fast forward, been doing it a number of years, and the industry had shifted.
Yep.
Because back in 2006, there was no social media.
No, of course. Like, how did you even get your name out there at the start?
Print magazines?
Cosmo
Oh my
Bride.
gosh.
Cosmo
Oh my gosh.
Bride.
Yes.
That was like your thing.
The Knot.
Yeah. Martha Stewart, I'm sure.
Direct mail. We bought a mailing list and literally mailed postcards to everybody.
Yeah. That is the true hustle.
Yeah. Yeah. But then as I think the industry got more creative, just felt like there was a need for something else. Mm-hmm. So launched the second brand, A&Bé.
Yeah.
And when A&Bé launched, we knew all along that it was going to be a national brand.
Yeah.
So it was always in the plan to have multiple locations.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that opened in 2013.
Yeah. And how do you feel like there is what defines both of them?
Yeah, it's a great question. And we get asked this a lot.
Of course.
And we try to describe it as they are a family of brands.
Yeah.
And they really are meant to be. We share the same core values, the same experience. Mm-hmm. But A&Bé is your typical eldest daughter. Mm-hmm. So a little bit more refined, a little bit more traditional maybe.
Safer.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more classic.
Yeah.
And then A&Bé was just her little wild child sister.
I love it. And I can really see, that is represented in the designers that you represent, like Rue Design and like Alina that are really starting to like push the limits a little bit more. And I can see by the buying that you have a little bit of fun. Like I can.
Oh my gosh. I just got back from Rue.
Yes.
And all of us were basically crying. It's the prettiest presentation.
Yes.
But that brand, and especially back in 2013, it was like the start of the boho.
Of course.
Then boho kind of evolved and changed. Boho's back, right? So boho is back.
I was actually just making this comment about Rue Design in particular. What I love about their brand is that they've really stayed true to who they are.
100%.
And I feel like there has been so many shifts in the industry back and forth of the simple, the classic bride, the clean girl, but Rue Design has really stayed true to who they are and hasn't kind of wavered. And I really appreciate that now more than ever because there's so many designs out there. And I have been running around this bridal market, as I'm sure you have. And when I look at a designer at the moment, I want to know you have really stayed true and authentic to who you are and hasn't kind of tried to follow trends. Obviously it's really fun to look at what's trending right now, but what is making you a really incredible designer and sticking to what you are? And Rue does that extremely well. Alina does that so well.
Yep.
So is that something that you're really looking out for at the moment?
100%.
Yeah.
And those are our favorite designers.
Yeah.
My favorite designers is when you can look at a piece and say, I can feel the brand. I get who it is. A strong point of view.
Yeah.
That's the best thing because otherwise it is just a sea of white.
Yeah.
And, and I think it's not fun to have designers who are just copying each other.
Of course.
Or making, iterations on something else that they saw. It gets boring and it gets boring for brides.
And I also feel as a bride, it is so consuming at the moment. You go on Instagram, you start following a whole heap of people and then how can you define what kind of bride you are? You go onto Pinterest, it's where do you even start? So do you find that brides come to you and they're kind of okay, this is my vision and they end up going somewhere else? Or like what do
All the
you
time.
Yeah, of course.
All the time. And and some brides really do nail it. They are like, here's my Pinterest board. They have a really clear vision and they end up finding that.
Yeah.
But more often than not, no.
Yes.
They show us some things. We're like, okay, help me understand what you like about that. Is it maybe a feeling? Is it something? And then we just work with you to get you there.
Yeah, no, of course. Well, I kind of want to like get back because I feel like all of the boutiques would probably love to hear kind of your insights. And I feel like the burning questions are like, how on earth did this go from 0 to 100 so quickly? And how did you open so many stores? Like as a one woman brand, like do you sleep?
No, actually, but I try. I try. I am a terrible sleeper.
Yes,
but I don't work crazy hours. I mean, I think I work consistently and a lot, and I love what I do, and we have a fun team, so maybe that makes it easier.
Yeah, like
but
how have you
20 years,
and how have you built each? And when do you know when to expand and when to tackle a new city?
So I kind of think the way that we're always looking is asking a lot of questions. So I'm constantly with the designers. Is there anywhere that you think we should be opening?
Yeah.
Tell me what you think is missing in the marketplace.
Yeah.
We're talking to our brides. We're listening to our brides, whether it's through social media or in stores. And they're like, oh, you need to have a store here.
Yeah.
Really? Help me understand why. Why?
Yeah.
And we
What's
haven't gotten
missing
it
in that area.
We have not gotten it right all of the time.
Yeah.
But a lot of times we have.
Yeah. And like when you are undertaking that, what does that level as a business owner? Like where do you start to put your time and energy while you are running those other boutiques? Like how do you know when to, I mean, it's the ever old question. Are you working in the business or on the business? How do you really define that?
Yeah. And I guess actually if I think about it, now I work normal hours. There was a time and a place in the business where, and when we first opened, I had a business partner, and I think between the two of us, we were literally in the store 20 out of 24 hours.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Right? I mean, just nonstop.
Yeah.
But I have an amazing team.
Yeah.
And people are doing what they're really good at. So I think over the years, I have a good gut sense.
Yeah.
So, I spend a lot of time scouting real estate. I talk to a lot of people. You go out and you meet things and you're like, does this feel right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes it's an immediate yes.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, let's do it. We opened 3 boutiques this last year. We opened in Atlanta, Boston, and Charlotte, and all have been doing just phenomenal.
And I think as well, like as you grow, there is such a level of kind of stepping back and knowing what you're good at. I mean, I interviewed Carla from Made with Love a while ago. And we were really talking around motherhood and how you kind of manage being a mom and then also running a business. Like, what is that? Like, how on earth? And she really said that, like, once you start to define what you're good at and then outsourcing the rest, it actually makes your life so much easier to be like, no, this is what you're good at and then this is what I am. And I think that as you've been in the industry like 20 years, like you're obviously very good at that now. But I can imagine it would take a level of kind of training yourself that you can't be across everything all at once.
No, not at all. And I think what I am good at this stage is I can make decisions very quickly.
Yeah.
I really do trust my gut, but that comes from having done this.
So long.
Long.
Yeah.
Right.
Of
So
course.
like even like bridal market, I'm like, I think this is like literally my 50th market. Right? I mean, right? So it's not the first time. And so it's not overwhelming. And I've looked at enough dresses to know that when I love something, I love it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So is there anyone that's exciting you? What's exciting you right now?
Well, I just came from Rudiscent. So it is, just came from there. Hands down, maybe the best collection they've ever done.
Stop.
My entire team, we were literally, I just said literally so many times, you guys.
It's okay.
But, crying.
Yeah.
We were crying.
Pretty
tearing
cool.
up, which does not happen that often. And I think that's also such a testament to, that designer who has been doing this for 10 plus years. And she's continuing to put out something that is fresh and new and relevant.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And also like innovative as well. Like how does she come up with that? And like, what makes her fresh? But obviously she's nailed it this season, which is just really nice to see.
Yeah. And she's doing what she's really good at. She is creative. I am not creative, which is why maybe we can do the buying, but we're not out there designing dresses.
There is no way I can design a wedding dress.
No way.
You can give me a gown and I will talk a spiel about it. I can market it. I can put it in a cool photo shoot.
Yeah.
I can do all of that. But like if you told me how to actually sew a gown I would be like, no. Like there's no way.
I'm right there. I'm right there with you.
Yeah. So, all right. You can see we're cash, right?
I know. That's actually, I was asking my whole team too, like, what makes us different? And then we kind of settled on this. This is our new tagline. We're really normal.
I couldn't agree more. Do you know what? When I come to the States, I totally use my accent to my advantage.
Oh, you should.
Because when I was getting into a lift today, I said, excuse me, is the lift? Oh, no, it's full. And everyone was like, yeah, it's full. And then this one girl goes, but you're Aussie, so you can come in. I said, absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I am in. I'm coming in. And so I feel like I think it's the Aussie way that we're a little bit more chill. And I was like, I'm just going to push my accent so I can get into this lift and then become friends with all of you.
That's what it should be. And so people have asked, I think, and right. So the brand was born in Denver.
Yes.
And I think I grew up in Chicago.
Yeah.
The next location that we expanded to is Minneapolis. People
Yeah.
are like, Minneapolis? I'm like, yeah, we really are kind of rooted
Chill.
a little bit in Midwestern values.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
are just very relaxed, very approachable.
Yeah.
Come as you are.
And I just
We're
think that
just
that
gonna
is
have fun.
so important because
Yes.
as a wedding boutique, you are making one of the most important decisions. Like these girls are coming to you with one of the most important dress decisions that they're ever going to make in their entire life. So of course you want to be relatable. Of course you want to be chill. And of course you want to create a space that's calming and relaxing so that when people come to you, it's instantly the pressure is off. They know that they're a bride of yours before they've even walked in, but which gown is it? You know?
That's exactly. And we just want to help you find the dress that makes you feel so good.
Yeah, 100%. And I feel like via your branding and your social media and just even the way that, your managers speak on Instagram, it's relatable. And I even say to people like, I think that showing your face on Instagram and having these multiple accounts is so important because yes, I want to see, Sophie when I walk in and like, I already feel like I know all about her. No one knows about me. But if the bride already feels like she knows about me, it instantly takes the pressure off.
I agree.
That it's like, oh, you're a relatable, normal human. And like, yes, it just like makes the wedding dress experience so much better.
So much better.
So much better. Okay, so talk to me about the next 5 years because where can you go from here? Like, would you like to come to Australia?
Maybe, right? Sure.
Tell me about where you see yourself, where you want to go, where does the business go? What are you really passionate about right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're always looking, as I was saying, into potentially more locations.
Yeah.
At the same time, I love the size that we are.
Yeah.
Because we have a ton of connection between the different stores.
Yeah.
I know every single person. I'm already on the road a lot. I'm not sure that I want to be on the road any more than that.
Yeah.
So, you know, adding more locations only complicates it. But sure, if the right opportunity came up, we'll go with it.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's a lot of other things that just super excited about. We just launched Once Loved, which is our resale platform.
Cool. So tell us a little bit about it because this is something that I feel like is so great in the industry right now.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone talks about waste. Everyone talks about like, especially kind of maybe a discussion around tariffs and like, you know, what is the next thing? How can people work around this? So give us a little bit of background on this.
So it's not actually our first attempt.
Yeah.
This is our third attempt into getting into this space. And I finally feel confident that we have the right infrastructure and resources.
Yeah.
So we had originally started it. It was called Rebay the first time around.
Ooh, cute.
Cute, right? Right? Not necessarily intuitive, but so all about recycling, right? And kind of, you know, repurposing and redoing the dress. And it was just at that time, even when we had 2 locations, I think it was when the first time that we started it. But just an opportunity for our current brides to say, I want to give this on to somebody else.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to recoup a little bit of my cost.
Yeah.
Or for new brides to be like, I love this dress, but I just can't afford it.
Like the cost of living crisis, it's always like a thing.
So
yeah,
this
of course.
is such an opportunity. And then I think circular fashion has only become more and more topical.
Yeah,
which means
of
that people are
course.
so much more open to it and understanding of what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
And this time around, we now have a technology partner and we have a provider who is actually doing the housing, cleaning, and warehousing of everything for us.
Oh my God, good on you.
So our dresses that we're going through, they are old samples of like floor samples, but they've been completely refurbished. They're in amazing condition.
Good.
Amazing condition.
So good.
That somebody can get for a fraction of the price.
Yeah. And like where can people find it?
It's all online. So you can get to it right through our website and then it just links over.
Yeah.
And then our past brides have just started adding their inventory and starting to list it out there.
So good. I just feel like there's definitely a need for that because like I was saying, you know, cost of living always like top of mind, but then also like the different things that are going on right now, like maybe people don't want to, you know, add another thing.
So we know many brides who are only and exclusively shopping resale. They just don't want to add into it. So
of course.
Like, now here's an opportunity to do it.
Absolutely. I think that you're very smart making that move because it is really an exciting kind of new venture that is so needed in the industry and something that's also cool.
Well, and what I love too, one more thing that I love is it's closed loop for us.
Yeah.
So it's just our brides and our brands that we were carrying. So it's really curated. Yeah. So it's also like if you know maybe you wanted to be an A&Bé or A&Bé bride, now you can do it this way.
Yeah, that's so good. I mean, just another thing adding to your plate. It's so cool though because it really is the journey of the bride, you know, like it's not just you're just a bride. You can then pass it on and recruit the goss like what you were saying. And it's a wonderful business model. Like,
thank you.
Good on you. You were I would say, like to say a frazzled chicken. That's my terminology, but I am sure that you were a very busy woman these 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you don't sleep. I'm sure you've got 100 parties. So I am so thankful that you sat down with me because I have admired you for years. What you've done is incredible. I think that your buying is so curated, so cool, so like ahead of the trends that I love what you're doing. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm sure that a lot of people will find that your insights and your knowledge is, you know, incredible. So yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you. This was wonderful. I really appreciate it.
Cool.